What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the long-awaited, much-anticipated, something you didn't even ask for, return of extra money in your pocket. This is a limited series that I started under my old YouTube channel, and I'm going to continue it here because I'm a lot smarter and I have a lot more money. So today, with the first return episode, I'm going to be telling you about Brave Browser. And also, full disclaimer, I am not a financial expert, nor am I a millionaire. These are just things that I've done that have worked for me and help, pun intended, put a little extra money in my pocket.
First thing you're going to need to do is download it, obviously. So you just need to go to brave.com. Click the download Brave button. Pretty simple. Follow all the prompts. Now, I already have Brave installed, so I'm just going to open up the browser. And it's really funny because I don't normally do things like this, as in like trying new web browsers and trying new like plugins and things like that. I generally speaking find them annoying, and I was pretty content with Firefox. I was Team Firefox for a very, very long time. So this is kind of an oddity, but I'm really glad I did it for a couple of obvious reasons that I'll go over in the video. So the first thing of note is that Brave as a browser is run on Chromium, so it is extremely similar to Google Chrome in terms of how it works and everything. And you're seeing a lot of information here. You may not know what it is, but I'll go over it in just a second. So the first thing I'm going to point out is this section over here. So I've had Brave for about a month and a half, and that number is probably what shocks me the most there. That's the number of trackers and ads that the browser has blocked from bothering me. Now, there are Brave ads, which I'll go over here in a second, but it's a totally different animal. They're very non-invasive, and you get paid for viewing them. Like I said, we'll go over that in a minute. This here, self-explanatory, saved a little over a gigabyte of bandwidth and 31 minutes of browsing time. And then it's got all your most frequently visited pages here. However, you can edit this. So this is just the most frequently visited, but you can, go into your settings and change, you can add a site to your favorites, or you can choose to not have them at all. So that's a really cool feature. I like it there because I like to keep things simple. Everything is right there, and I'll turn that back on here in a second. But what I really want to go over is the settings. Now, this is a pretty robust browser, and you can change quite a bit from the appearance and everything. But the big thing that I like is, like, for example, you can change what search engine your search automatically takes place through. If you type your search engine, I changed mine to Google because I just like Google, and I know it tracks everything, but it doesn't bother me. But you've got several options here, including Brave's own search, which honestly I haven't tried yet, but I kind of want to because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. And then you can go over to your shield, so you can tell the browser what you want to block and what you want to allow through, and then just some various other settings that you can play with. Like I said, this isn't really the reason I downloaded Brave. And then they also have a really cool safety check feature, which, again, very handy. I've only used it once, and I like it. It's good to check it every once in a while. So, but the really cool thing that I loved, absolutely loved, was when I downloaded the browser, it will automatically prompt you whether or not you want to basically import all of your passwords and your search histories and auto loads and things like that from your various browsers, or you can choose what browser you want to import. So, for example, I imported all of my data over from Firefox, including my bookmarks, which was extremely handy. And it even, so you can start a new batch of bookmarks through Brave, and then you've got all the bookmarks from Firefox that you can, basically everything that I normally go to was all right there, and everything that I wanted to go back to is all right there. Super simple, and it took a matter of minutes. It was awesome. So the big reason a lot of people are into Brave is the rewards, and I'm going to go over them right now. So I'm actually a really big fan of this. It's super easy to earn, and again, you're not going to get rich on this, but again, if you use a crypto strategy similar to mine, you could potentially make a lot of money. But the way I see it is, I'm going to be browsing the internet anyway, and it's a very good browser. It's lightning fast. I can't even get over how fast it is because it doesn't have all the trackers and cookies bogging it down. Plus, it blocks all those very, very annoying pop-ups. The ads for Brave are pretty uninvasive. They come up as more of like a push notification rather than a pop-up, so it doesn't really get in the way of what you're doing. So it's very handy. And like I said, I'm going to be using the internet anyway, so the fact that I get rewarded for it is just icing on the cake. So when you go to your rewards settings, obviously you have your stat, and then again, if you open a new tab into Brave, you've got all of your reward stats here right in front of you. Now, you see this is 0 for tips and contributions. I'm going to go over that here in a second, but this right here, and keep in mind, this is only for the month, because I have it set up to where when I cash out on Brave Rewards, it automatically uploads to my Uphold wallet. So this is only for the month of June thus far. But anyway, back to the rewards tab. So the first thing you've got is your ad settings, which again, very easy. You can choose the number of ads per hour, but again, they're not invasive, so I have the maximum. And then you can disable the geo-targeting, but I saw no reason to do it. And then it has all your information, your estimated pending rewards so far. Now, BAT is a cryptocurrency, so its value fluctuates. So the number of BAT you earn will not change, but the conversion to US dollar will until you cash out. And then it has your next payment date. So on July 5th, whatever my balance is will automatically be added to my Uphold wallet. And I don't have to lift a finger, as you can see. And it has other supported cryptocurrency wallets. For example, it uses FTX, Crypto.com, Binance, Gemini, and I know there are others coming soon.
I've touched on my crypto strategy before on the Average Intelligence podcast, but if you guys would like, the next episode of Extra Money in Your Pocket can be me explaining kind of my crypto system and small investing with the hope of getting some bigger gains and kind of playing the market a little bit, but playing it a little bit safer than just investing money out of your regular income.
So what I think might be the coolest thing about Brave is the fact that you can tip content creators using your BAT tokens. And if you're a content creator, you really should get on, because what's the worst that could happen? Somebody might tip you. So if you are a content creator, just go to creators.brave.com and you'll sign up. Now, I will say the login is kind of weird because you don't have a username and password per se. You actually get sent an email, which then logs you in to your creator screen. But it's very, very easy to do. So once you get logged in, this is basically your home screen. Now you can see we don't have any tips yet, but we just signed up for this. And then this is the really cool part that I actually recently found out about. So as you can see, I configured the wallet for my tips through Uphold, and the deposit currency is BAT, but you actually have some options. So if you hit change, you can choose from a couple of different cryptocurrency. I'm just keeping it as BAT to keep things simple. But as you can see down here, the YouTube channel, Arete Media, is already registered. And it's very, very easy. I cannot stress how easy this is. So to add something to this, you just add channel, and then you can link your website, your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel, Reddit, Twitter, GitHub, Vimeo, and I'm sure there are more coming soon. And it's just a couple clicks, takes a few minutes to verify, and then you are ready to go. And then to send a tip, all you have to do is go to, your favorite content creator, like the Arete Media page, because it's really awesome. You can check out your Down the Middle podcast if you're a wrestling fan, check the clips from the various shows. Then we've got the playlist for the Average Intelligence podcast already here, as well as the All Events Welcome Championship, links to the Average Intelligence podcast channel, as well as our friend Ben. But to tip a content creator, all you have to do is go up to your BAT icon over here, give it a click. And then as you can see, we are a Brave verified creator. And then all you need to do is click the send a tip button, or you can set a monthly contribution, which then it'll just give you options if you want to tip a certain amount monthly. You can set that up, or like I said, you can just go back, send a one-time tip, which they've got some preloaded options, or you can customize the amount to whatever you would like. Now, let's say you have a friend that's also a content creator and you would like to support them, and I know this, let's see here. Where's my friend Cody, the unlicensed thinker? Cody, friend of the Average Intelligence podcast. Cody's got a pretty cool YouTube channel. I'd like to contribute. I'd like to send him a tip. Now, as we can see here, Cody is not yet verified and not yet set up to receive Brave rewards, but I can still tip him. The only thing is, any tip that I send him will remain in my wallet until he's set up. So what I can do is I can go ahead and tip him, and then I can contact him and say, hey, Cody, you really need to set this up because people can tip you for your content. So this is a perfect time to remind everyone of the crypto contest that the Average Intelligence podcast is holding. We are a newer channel, so we are trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of July, and we're doing it a little bit differently. So what we're doing, and there's a whole video explaining everything on here on the Average Intelligence podcast channel. Just go to the crypto contest for more details. So basically what we're doing is whoever gets us the most subscribers and can verify that, we are going to send you $20 worth of basic attention token. I'm going to repeat that. We're sending you $20 worth, not 20 BAT tokens. We're sending you $20 worth of tokens. So whatever the exchange rate is that day, that's what you'll be getting. And we can do it seamlessly through the Brave browser. Hopefully you're a content creator already, so we can just tip you. But if not, we will just transfer it via like an Uphold wallet or something. We'll get the winner's information and make it happen. So just want to take a second to let everyone know that if you want to support the podcast, whether that be the Average Intelligence podcast or the Down the Middle podcast, you can visit either of their anchor.fm pages. It's got a support option right there, plus links to the YouTube channel, Spotify, and the various other platforms we are on.
Well, I think that'll about wrap up the video. Go download the Brave browser right now and be sure to register your YouTube channel or content if you are a content creator so that you can get those tips from Brave browser users. And if you want to, tip the Arete Media channel or the Average Intelligence podcast, we won't be mad at you. And remember to like, share, and subscribe this video and to the channel. Also check out the Average Intelligence podcast. And until next time, keep making that money.